Until Mr. House has been dealt with, you and I have nothing to talk about.
Right, we better go to Mr. House then. Can't we
Slaves have been spreading stories about
fast travel there?
Yeah.
It'll make life a lot easier. So is this where we've got to make a decision on what we're going to do?
Yeah, we can talk to the NCR guy first.
Okay.
You know, just so we have all of the opinions, all of the bases covered.
Yeah.
So we can pretend that we're making...
This fast travel's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Teleportation is...
Yeah. Oh, why'd I left Edie and Boone at the camp?
Can't we fast travel to Edie and Boone?
But I'm too fat to fast travel. It's a catch-22. Oh, wait. That's because it's night. Duh. Oh yeah, I did too much. I can't do anymore.
I'm probably the only one of few sparring partners I can actually take you on. Well, I'd have a good go anyway, put it that way.
Yeah.
I'll lose.
Yeah.
You're trained, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just bigger and fatter. But prettier.
Yeah.
Oh. What are you waiting again for?
Because fast traveling takes time. And now it's beyond. And I've lost my day bonus. So I have to wait. 2 more hours. Ah, there we go. Full power.
Edie, Boone, where are you? Oh, he's risking it.
Yeah.
I can see him.
How you two been doing? Just on a mountain climbing adventure. That's me.
Oh, King Kong, what a bing bang.
Nailed it. Oh. Hey, you two. Follow me. It's like we've been gone for like 5 days, haven't we?
Yeah. Fast travel!
Okay.
Oh, we got to go to the NCR embassy, haven't we?
Yeah, but that's in Vegas.
More politics.
Yeah. Okay, Edie, just... I've got stuff. So can you just...
Have our stuff.
Yeah.
We don't need a machete, do we?
No.
We can get rid of Mariah as well.
Maria.
Maria.
Wasn't that much weight. Anything else? This is heavy. There we go. Ah.
Move along.
Okay, I'm doing it. Jeez. I'm taking this leg with me.
I like how the roads are like perfectly tarmacked.
Yeah. Better than all roads.
Really, gentlemen?
Yeah, I'm right here. God.
It's hard to sleep in this place.
So where
I
is
tell you,
this,
Last night some girl was pounding on my door all night. Finally, I get
I think it's this way. NCR, go! You look like you have a story.
the NCR appreciates good citizens like you.
Okay.
No, he isn't.
Stupid and useless. Hey, look, a bench. I gotta wait for the bus.
No, we don't. This is time wasting.
No sense of whimsy.
Don't. Max Jr. II is a very powerful man.
Yo,
Can I help you?
I wasn't actually expecting a conversation. I'm looking for Ambassador Crocker.
You can find him in the main embassy building, inside the gate and to your left.
Thank you.
Cool. See ya. To the left. Tree. Natural greenery.
This is not very embassy-like, is it?
No.
Ooh. Good God.
Patrolling the
Hello.
Mojave? Almost. Welcome to the NCR Embassy. How can I help you?
You can help me, look for the ambassador.
Ambassador Crocker can be found in his office through the door to my right and at the end of the hall.
Your way. What can you tell me about the embassy?
The embassy offices are to your left, while the barracks and living quarters are to the right. If you're looking for a history lesson, I suggest you talk to Ambassador Crocker.
Tell me about yourself.
I don't have time to give my life story to everyone that passes through. Is there something I can actually help you with?
Wow.
Sir?
If we want in neutral territory, I kill you where you
Where you sit.
Yeah,
You said to her, right?
this is to our right.
No, it's to her left. Oh, yeah, sorry. Moron.
You hit yourself again. I quite enjoyed watching that.
I'm glad you could make it. I have something I wanted to discuss with you. It's a very important matter, and I have a strong feeling you're the perfect person for the job.
I'm listening.
I'm sure you've noticed that things are a little tense around here with all the issues between the NCR, the Legion, and Mr. House. It doesn't take a genius to see that something big is going to happen soon. To be honest with you, the NCR is in a tight spot. But if we fail now, it's the people here that are going to suffer the most. I'm not willing to let that happen, and I don't think you're the kind of person that would either.
You have my attention. Go on.
To the northeast is a settlement. The locals here call them boomers. They are sitting on a munition stockpile that would be invaluable to us. I would like you to get in contact with them, and then do whatever it takes to convince them to help us. Unfortunately, the boomers keep to themselves and are, let's say, hostile to all outsiders. That's why I need someone like you. Someone with your background and reputation would have a better chance of reaching them than anyone I have available. In exchange for your help, you would receive complete amnesty for any past crimes against the NCR, as well as additional benefits and perks. Do you think you would be able to do this for me?
Go, I guess.
Much appreciated. Once you've talked to them, come back and let me know if they will help us.
But tell me about yourself, Ambassador.
Interested in politics, huh? Well,
No, not
grab a
really.
seat and get comfortable. I've been in politics quite a while now. Always had the drive to do it even when I was young. It's just something I was drawn to. I started my career over 20 years ago back in the NCR as the local mayor and worked my way up from there. I managed President Kimball's first run for a seat on the council. I suppose that's why I have this ambassadorship.
Interesting. Go on.
I was elected to this post 7 years ago. I'm the third NCR representative to serve here in Vegas. Now, I've had my share of ups and downs along the way, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. That's it. Anything else you wish to know?
No.
I mean, I'd like to know more about the NCR.
I can provide a quick history lesson, if that's what you're looking for. In 2274, President Kimball sent the NCR Army into the Mojavean force with the objective of occupying and repairing Hoover Dam. Rangers and Army scouts had confirmed that the dam was basically unoccupied and could be restored to an operable condition. Upon arriving at the dam, however, they discovered that a large force of tribals and robots had occupied it. This was our introduction to the three families, the Securitrons and, of course, Mr. House. Using his Securitrons as intermediaries, Mr. House called for parley. He claimed his forces had occupied Hoover Dam in order to safeguard it for our arrival, and that he was ready to turn it over to us, so long as we could agree to terms. Those terms became the Treaty of New Vegas. The treaty recognized Mr. House's sovereignty over the Strip and granted us rights to establish military bases at the dam and McCarran Airport. The NCR is legally permitted to send 95% of the electricity produced by the dam to our home states. The remaining 5% goes to the Strip. The treaty actually makes it illegal for the NCR to prevent its citizens or troops on furlough from visiting the Strip. Once on the Strip, our citizens are subject to arrest or punishment by House of Securitrons, though that's a rare occurrence. Our troops enjoy a different status. It's illegal for the Securitrons to take action against them. Of course, it's also illegal for our troops to carry firearms on the Strip, so there isn't much trouble they can get into. Our military police does an adequate job of keeping the troops on furlough in line. I don't envy them that task. The embassy was established a few weeks after the treaty was signed. Basically, Mr. House handed us a dumpy little building he had no interest in renovating. I'm the third ambassador to hold this post, and the first, I think, to accept its limitations. My predecessors had ambitions of engineering the annexation of the Mojave. They thought they'd convince Mr. House to join up. I've never even spoken to the man, or whatever he is. Maybe the situation will change once we've beaten the Legion once and for all.
Go on.
Now we mostly just keep track of the NCR citizens and troopers around and make sure they don't get in trouble, but that's Captain Papa's job. I keep myself busy with paperwork and reports that get sent back to the NCR. It's mostly busy work, but every once in a while we make progress.
Well, goodbye.
Hey.
Right. Okay. So Mr. House seems to be a very powerful man.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to go see him next, didn't we?
Yeah. So much running around. Nerd. Fucking got him.
Hey.
Hey. Michelangelo's.
How much do you think you actually got paid for that name and right?
Would copyright exist in a nuclear wasteland?
No.
Gonna walk all the way back to the 38. Ugh. Walking. Hate it.
I don't understand why the border sections of the Strip up.
For loading. This was a 360 game, don't forget.
Oh yeah, true.
Right, now I have to leave you two here again, don't I?
I'll sit.
Wait here. Wait here.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you.
Here. Goodbye.
When do you think Mr. House would have this open so he could earn more money?
Yeah, but, you know. Then people will figure out he's a face on a screen. The penthouse.
Is this where we got pictured what to do with Mr. House?
Yeah, well, we're getting close to the point of no return. And then we will have to make a decision about which ending we go for. Hello.
I take it you've come to deliver the platinum chip?
Not so fast, Mr. House. We need to discuss payment.
Our terms were clear. Now that you have the chip in your possession, any attempt to renegotiate payment would be tantamount to blackmail.
Just give him a chip.
We want a chip, here it is.
Such a small thing, isn't it? And yet so capacious, so very dear. Decades of hiring salvagers out west to search for this little relic in the ruins of a place called Sunnyvale. Back then, anyway. That's where the chip was printed, on October 22nd, 2077. It was to have been hand-delivered to me here at the Lucky 38 the next day. But the bombs fell first. Suffice it to say, the delivery was never made.
What does the chip do exactly?
Yes, so far as you've seen, all it does is change the picture on the Securitron's face screens from policemen to soldiers. But as you'll see, some things are more easily shown than told. Take the elevator all the way down to the bottom level, and you'll see what I mean. Don't worry, you'll like what you see. We have much to accomplish, you and I. Step closer to the demonstration area.
Mine.
I expect you're well familiar with my Securitrons by now.
Kinda?
The titanium alloy housing that protects its electronic core deflects small arms and shrapnel easily enough.
Those are titanium?
Its X-25 Gatling laser, produced to spec by Glastinghouse Inc., is deadly against soft targets at medium range. And for close-range suppression or crowd control, the Securitron is armed with a 9mm submachine gun. All of this you probably already knew. What you did not know is that these are the Securitron's secondary weapons. All this time, my Securitrons have had to get by running the Mark I operating system, which lacked software drivers for their primary weapons. Today, with the delivery of the Platinum chip, all that changes. Behold, for the first time, Securitrons running the Mark II OS. The M235 missile launcher gives the Securitron the ability to engage ground and air targets at significantly longer ranges. And a rapid-fire G-28 grenade launcher ensures the Securitron is deadly in close-range engagements. The software upgrade also includes drivers for the Securitron's highly sophisticated on-board auto-repair systems. Altogether, the Mark II software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit. The city of New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it. Return to the penthouse now. We have much to discuss.
Ish.
Oh, there.
Trips to the basement are rarely so educational, don't you think? I've since broadcast the upgrade to every Securitron in range of my transmitters, and I must say, it's causing quite a stir down on the Strip.
Why show your hand like that? Now your enemies know what you're up to.
I'm surprised you can still underestimate me after everything you've seen. I haven't shown my hand. I've shown one card. I've given my enemies a single provocative datum upon which to fixate. They have no idea what other cards I'm holding. It's a strong hand, believe me. I dealt it to myself.
You think your Securitrons can defeat Caesar's Legion and the NCR?
Why would I want to go to war against the NCR? They're my best customers. If their leaders weren't scheming to steal Vegas out from under me, I'd have no troubles with the NCR at all. The foundation is laid. My Securitrons on the Strip are upgraded, and those at the fort ready for action. Now it's just a matter of adjusting the attitudes of some lesser groups while we wait for Caesar's Legion to attack Hoover Dam.
I'd like to ask some questions.
What did you want to discuss?
I'm surprised you haven't asked what became of Benny.
That's because he ceased to be relevant when you recovered the Platinum chip. Revenge doesn't interest me. Progress does. Sorry to deny you a moment of primate triumph, but you'll have to go elsewhere to sound your barbaric yawp. What else did you want to discuss?
If I knew what that was, I'd... How will the NCR defend Hoover Dam?
General Oliver's strategy, or tunnel vision, as I like to call it, has been to mass troops at Hoover Dam. He wants to outfight the Legion in a straightforward slugging match, and then, when they rout, pursue and destroy them in detail. A crushing, decisive victory of this sort would overshadow the tactical ingenuity of Chief Hanlon's defense 4 years ago, you see.
What's your battle plan for the dam?
A good deal should be obvious to you by now. I won't spoil the rest by talking out of turn.
Yeah. What are your plans for New Vegas?
I've resurrected Vegas, spirit intact. What I need now is the ability to enforce my rightful claim. Not just against Caesar's Legion, by the way. In fact, the NCR is a more present and insidious threat.
How do you intend to enforce your claim on the city?
To enforce, one must have force. A position of strength. Years ago, when I detected NCR scouts roaming the Mojave, I could tell from their uniforms that these were no mere tribesmen. I knew it was only a matter of time before an army appeared to take control of the dam, and I knew my Securitrons wouldn't be enough to oppose them. And so I recruited the 3 families. Vegas belongs to me because I mustered enough strength to bring the NCR to the bargaining table.
Wasn't the NCR's army big enough to defeat your Securitrons and the 3 families?
Indeed it was, and still is, but not without taking significant casualties. Would Kimball and Oliver have traded the lives of hundreds of soldiers for absolute control of Hoover Dam? Oh, yes. They weren't afraid of me. They were afraid of Caesar, that attacking me would leave them vulnerable to a Legion offensive. And so they negotiated, not out of the kindness of their hearts, as they try to make it seem, because the calculus of power left no other choice.
What were the terms of your treaty with the NCR?
NCR forces were permitted to occupy Hoover Dam and establish a military base at McCarran Airport. Well, it used to be one. They recognized my sovereignty over the Vegas Strip and agreed to supply electricity and water once their engineers repaired the dam. Written into the treaty were provisions that the NCR do nothing to prevent its soldiers and civilians from visiting the Strip. That's how I harnessed the NCR to my endeavor. Their occupation has been the engine of my growing economy.
You would go to war against the NCR?
The salient issue is that they will go to war with me if given the chance. There's just one reason why the NCR hasn't contrived some outrage to justify invading the Strip. Caesar's Legion. The final battle between those 2 armies is fast approaching. I can't afford to let either side win on their terms. What else did you want to discuss?
Then you can keep control of New Vegas. What happens next?
New Vegas is more than a city. It's the remedy to mankind's derailment. The city's economy is a blast furnace in which can be forged the steel of a new rail line running straight to a new horizon. What is the NCR? A society of people desperate to experience comfort, ease, luxury. A society of customers. With all that money pouring in, give me 20 years and I'll reignite the high technology development sectors. 50 years and I'll have people in orbit. 100 years and my colony ships will be heading for the stars to search for planets unpolluted by the wrath and folly of a bygone generation.
In the meantime, you'd rule Vegas as some kind of dictator.
I prefer the term autocrat. I would rule as a chief executive. I would not answer to a board of directors or any other entity. Nothing to impede progress. If you want to see the fate of democracies, look out the windows.
Yeah, fair enough.
What's to keep you from abusing your power?
My judgment. I have no interest in abusing others, just as I have no interest in legislating or otherwise dictating what people do in their private time. Nor have I any interest in being worshipped as some kind of machine god messiah. I am impervious to such corrupting ambitions. But autocracy? Firm control in the hands of a technological and economic visionary? Yes, that Vegas shall have. What else did you want to discuss?
What was Vegas like before the war?
It was a place of splendor. As magnificent as today's Strip may seem, it's but a shadow of the neon paradise that was Las Vegas. I grew up not far from here, and though I traveled the old world extensively, I never found another place like it.
You say that you saved Las Vegas. How?
By 2065, I deemed it a mathematical certainty that an atomic war would devastate the Earth within 15 years. Every projection I ran confirmed it. I knew I couldn't save the world, nor did I care to, but I could save Vegas, and in the process, perhaps save mankind. I set to work immediately. I thought I had plenty of time to prepare. As it turned out, I was 20 hours short.
Oh.
Only 20 hours. What preparations did you make to save Las Vegas?
On the day of the Great War, 77 atomic warheads targeted Las Vegas and its surrounding areas. My networked mainframes were able to predict and force transmit disarm code subsets to 59 warheads, neutralizing them before impact. Laser cannons mounted on the roof of the Lucky 38 destroyed another 9 warheads. The rest got through, though none hit the city itself. A suboptimal performance, admittedly. If only the platinum chip had arrived a day sooner.
Why didn't the platinum chip arrive on time?
The platinum chip was printed in Sunnyvale, California on October 22nd, 2077, the day before the Great War. It was to have been delivered by courier the following afternoon, but by then, the world had ended. The chip contained vital software upgrades, but not just for my Securitrons. Every aspect of the missile defense grid would have been upgraded too. Given that I had to make do with buggy software, the outcome could have been worse. I nearly died as it was.
How did you nearly die defending Vegas?
Software glitches set off a cascade of system crashes. I had to take the Lucky 38's reactor offline, lest it melt down. For nearly 5 years, I battled power outages and more system crashes until I finally managed to reboot my data core with an older version of the OS. I spent the next few decades in a veritable coma, but I survived, obviously, and eventually thrived.
It does New Vegas get all of its electricity?
Hoover Dam, of course. A hydroelectric dam. The NCR had it up and running at 50% capacity within a year of occupying the dam. By treaty, New Vegas receives 5% of its output. More than enough. What else did you want to discuss?
Goodbye. Hey, level up.
I think science and repair.
Up to a nice 50.
How about we get guns up to 55 and make an armor to 30?
I don't think I've ever used unarmed though.
True, fair enough. How about survival?
Well, why not at this point?
Oh, perk.
Yeah. What have we got new this time? Weapon handling? Weapon strength requirements are now 2 points lower than normal for you. Tag. The tag perk allows you to select a 4th skill to be attack skill, which instantly raises it by 15 points. Action Boy, you gain 15 more points using bats. Purifier. As a Purifier at a wasteland, you do 50% damage with melee and unarmored weapons against...
We don't.
Yeah. With the Adamantium Skeleton perk, your limbs receive 50% of damage they normally would.
That's handy.
Yeah, we can just sleep in a bed though. I think that's all the new ones. Yeah, I think that's all the new ones. Oh, so many choices. So many choices, so little time.
What's robotic expert?
You do an additional 25% to any wob.
That's handy.
Yeah.
Unless there's a better one. There's not one for strength, is there?
No, not really. I think we already got all the strength based ones.
Yeah, I bet we have actually. Might as well get a robotic one then.
I was thinking tag, but
What's tag again?
a 4th skill.
Yeah, that'd be handy, yeah.
We could do rock, paper, scissors for it.
No, tag, yeah.
Now, what to make tagged?
Well, the obvious one's either science repair or...
We already
lockpick.
have science.
Lockpick.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
Right, now where do we have to go?
Now we can. Now I have to. Now we actually have to start focusing on the ending. So, do we go with NCR, Legion, House, or Independent? The choice.
I don't like Caesar.
Okay.
This is, you know, we're both playing this here, so
Yeah.
you know, you can also counterjack, say, no, we want.
Gameplay wise, they're all basically the same WoW, but story wise, they're all different.
I think Independent is probably not as good as ending as it sounds. You can confirm or deny that, by the way.
That's all based on the choices that you make from this point on.
The NCR, they're just so incompetent. I wouldn't want them ruling the Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
So I suppose that only leaves Mr. House, don't it?
Yeah, that's the thing. They all have their pluses and they all have the downsides, don't they?
I think Mr. House is a more powerful friend.
Mr. House?
Mr. House.
Mr. House it is. You get to live.
The next step is to add the Boomer's considerable firepower to my growing arsenal, or at the very least, ensure their neutrality.
I'll make sure they support the white side.
Use extreme caution when approaching the base. Their firepower is considerable. Recently, one of my roaming Securitrons observed a man near the base studying the pattern of its artillery fire. Maybe he's learned something.
Cool.
Any progress with the Boomers?
We're still working on it.
I'll expect to see some...
Okay. To the boomers. Hello.
Welcome to the Vegas Strip.
I think we've made a right good decision there. I don't know what you think. Imagine you know the endings of all of them.
Yeah.
What's got a better ending?
Well, whatever you want it to be. Whatever you think it is.
Oh, Caesar's Legion just seems brutal.
Come on, Edie.
Excuse me, but are you the courier who caused all of that trouble in the tops?
Yes?
Oh, great. The followers of the apocalypse, well, some of us anyway, have been interested in Mr. House's technology, how he stays alive. Of course, no one else is allowed inside the Lucky 38, so no one knows what's going on. Well, except for you.
And this is where I come in?
Right. We just want to find out what sort of technology Mr. House has used to stay alive for all these years. It could be of great benefit to the people we try to help, many of whom suffer from hard-to-diagnose illnesses.
Wait,
I don't think we're interested in this.
Yes, I've never gotten this quest before, so I don't know what's going. Yeah. And why not? We can always just ignore it. Oh wait, I'm on it.
Really? Oh, I wasn't expecting you to agree so easily. That's great. Here, take this packet sniffer. It'll allow us to intercept data on Mr. House's network. You might have to manually remove the encryption from his data network, but hopefully you won't have too much trouble. Good luck.
Sure.
You need Boone to follow you as well.
Oh yeah. Hey, Boone.
I've got your back.
I hope so.
Can we fast travel close to that place?
Uh,
You might out.
I'm working on it.
Let's go and get the stuff. You don't scare me, sir. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Nope. All the way over there.
Yeah, looks like we're walking then.
Ah. Well, here we go. Hey, nerd.
Targeted.
So I just wanted to punch a wobble. You understand the feel, right?
Yeah. No.
Political statement, go! Damn.
Leave. Now. Bad. Naughty. It'd be awesome if you get like upgrades for your Pip-Boy, couldn't it?
Yeah. You can't.
You can in one of the Fallouts, can't you?
Yeah.
What one is it?
One? You might be thinking of.
Is it one you can upgrade your Pip-Boy?
Yeah. I don't think you can in 4. Poor guy.
What a waste of... Do you know something, right? As humans, even when we're going nearly extinct, we still kill each other.
Yeah.
It'd be really interesting to know what happens to all the other countries, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I'm surprised there hasn't been a Fallout game that does that.
What's all like Fallout, London or Fallout
Yeah.
Paris or something.
Yeah.
Be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Or Fallout International.
Yeah.
I bet you. I know there's a DLC Fallout London, isn't there?
Isn't that a mod?
No, mod, sorry, yeah, not DLC. I knew what I meant.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I know what the freaking difference is, thank you.
Why'd you say it wrong?
If it can be bought, it can
Because
be
my brain
found.
failed to brain. Happy now?
We've got stuff we're not even
Yes.
allowed to sell, people.
Yeah, immature little child.
14th in the league.
I need to bring football into this. Thank you.
Can and they will.
Is this how you want to go down this road? This is a road that you will not win, sir.
Yes. Hello.
Stay alert.
Okay. Political statement, go!
Oh, fuck, it's on to Americans. So where is this? We're meant to be making way to this gang.
Yeah.
And here you are checking out ladies' asses.
I mean, is there a better pastime, really?
I've got something I can say, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
You're white. Boom's ass.
I don't swing that way.
Fine by me.
Oh, you know what, Boone?
Mercy killing is expected of NCR snipers. The Legion likes to torture their prisoners within sight of NCR positions. We get called on to end it. I've had my share. Some of them, you think. Maybe you could have gotten them out. Maybe it's not the Legion that got them killed. Maybe it's your orders and you following them.
Jesus.
You know, Boone, you've been great. We've kind of had you for like... how many...
No, we can't pop away Boone.
Yeah, we can.
Why? He's got all of our stuff.
Oh, Edie has all of our stuff.
We gave him stuff, didn't we?
I don't think
Fine
so.
by me.
I think we should part ways now for Boone. Yeah, it is what I think. I do. We'll meet up at the Lucky 38.
I'll make my way there.
Wow. Just get rid of Boone like that, do you?
Yeah.
Loyal servant.
Yeah.
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher. Not even a particularly good one.
Well, fair enough.
What kind of research?
Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries. Stim packs out of barrel cacti and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims.
What's the goal?
For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere.
Don't sound too enthusiastic about it.
I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole.
Huh? Isn't that the language that Caesar the Legion speaks?
Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river.
Where'd you learn that?
Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar.
You know much about Caesar?
I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers, before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way.
Neil what?
Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals
Yeah, that's
would have
what I
figured it
don't
out a few
understand.
thousand years ago.
In this, why has nobody got solar panels?
Solar panels don't last that long, do they?
Yeah, but you could surely there'll be factories you can still use to make them.
Certainly.
Why do you need research instead of providing medical assistance?
Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended.
Why don't you come with me?
No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you?
I need a good-looking doctor to help me take care of me in the big bad wasteland.
No.
Overt flirtation will get you everywhere, you know. On a slightly more serious note, if you're interested in helping out with the troubles plaguing Freeside, I can come with you. Just don't do anything obnoxious, like trying to help Caesar's Legion, and we should be fine. Understood?
Fair enough.
There's something about that robot that doesn't seem all right to me. I'm not saying we shouldn't take it with us. I'm just saying that if it were to fall into Lake Mead and be irreparably damaged, and if you threw an EMP grenade in after it, well, there are worse things happening in the world, right?
What's your problem with eating?
It just seems a little twitchy. Some of these robots, you look at them the wrong way, don't screw in a vacuum tube right. The next thing you know, you're a pile of ash on the floor and someone's stepping out of a vertibird to sweep your remains into a Nuka-Cola bottle.
Sounds like that sounds a little paranoid, Arcane.
Does it? Does it?
I can't really trade a boon for him.
Okay, but better healing.
Mm-hmm.
Better Stimpaks.
Mm-hmm.
Because we need to see everything, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
What happened to your hair? You need medical supplies?
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
What do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
Seems like you need a steady supply, not just whatever I can grab for you.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
But you have a deal.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in.
Yeah.
What?
We just want to chat her up there.
I don't think there's not that much romance in this game.
Mm-hmm.
No, there really isn't.
What one is it there is? There's
4.
There isn't 4, isn't there?
Yeah.
Things look to be
You look healthy.
up on either side of the dam.
Jesus Christ. He is the pinnacle of ugliness.
How do you even get skin that blue?
I don't know.
He's an avatar.
No. That's offensive to avatars. Looks yummy.
Yellow.
This man's prices are steep, but I hear he's worth it.
I mean, he does have shoulder spikes.
6 p.m. Can we call it that for now, Ben?